We are continuing TGPW, the Guerilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling, and Fire Pro Wrestling presents TDS5, That Deathmatch Show 5 here. I, of course, am your host, the Swink, Nick Swinky. And we have championship action here for you, folks. This match is going to be contested for one fall, and it is for the TGPW Trios Championship. Introducing first the challengers from the Soul of America, the urban sensation, C-Red. His tag team partner from Atlantic City, New Jersey, the real deal Rion Skillz. And their tag team partner from Homewood, Illinois, the incomparable Steve Ahrendt. Together they are the T3, that Trios Tournament 2025 winners, the Power Hour. And their opponents. They are the reigning and defending TGPW Trios champions. Super Handsome Machine, Super Michigan Machine, and Super Slayer Machine. Together they are the Super Machines. Fight. TGPW Trios Championship on the line here. Steve Ahrendt, Super Handsome Machine, starting this one off. Of course, as I mentioned in the introductions, Power Hour, winning the T3, that Trios Tournament 2025, defeating the Blackpool Combat Club, Brian Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and John Moxley in the finals of the tournament. Not only to win the T3, but also earn this TGPW Trios Championship shot. And here comes the heavyweight splash off the ropes. New champions already? No! Out at 2. Slayer Machine, Michigan Machine with the double drop kick. Meanwhile, the Super Machines had to defend their championship against the Machines. I'm talking about, of course, Big Machine, Giant Machine, and Super Machine. That was also at T3 back in October. The Machines had beat the Super Machines back in September at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular in a non-title match to earn that Trios title match. Give up. Actually, that was not at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular. My bad. That was at Position Impossible 2 that happened. At Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, the Super Machines retained the titles over Stover Skyscrapers. Meanwhile, here, a running elbow to the back of the neck of Super Michigan Machine from Rion Skillz, who made his debut also at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular in trios action alongside the Power Hour, C-Red and Steve Ahrendt. And they've been undefeated in TGPW, a perfect 5-0, looking to make it 6-0 here. Not only keep their unbeaten streak alive, but also capture the Trios Championship. But people have counted the Super Machines out before, and they have managed to prevail. There's a cover and a hook of the leg, just a 1 count from Slayer Machine on C-Red. Series of punches from C-Red. In comes Rion Skillz. DDT on Handsome. SHM takes a Samoan drop. hooks the leg. Does Rion, gets 2 and kick out. Slayer Machine had trouble trying to break that up, so Handsome Machine had to kick out his own power. Tag to Steve Ahrendt. Drop to hold into the elbow drop. Some teamwork there from the Power Hour. The Power Hour, not just a trio here in TGPW, but also a podcasting group that also includes Cactus Rack. So yes, it's Rion, C-Red, Steve Ahrendt, and Cactus Rack, the Power Hour podcast. Of course, you see their logo in the corner there. Cover 2, no. Alongside the JFW podcast, SPF Infinity, Tag Team Relief, Detroit Wrestling Connection, and Open Talk 313, The Flash. You can also follow me on X if you're still on X. If you're still doing that, x.com/IamTheSwink. That's where you can get some updates on the Guerilla Position Wrestling. And of course, you're watching this on the YouTube channel. Be sure, if you have not yet, subscribe to the channel. Please leave a like, a comment, share this video, that would be great. Inside Cradle by Rion, gets 2, no. Tag out to Super Slayer Machine. Pile driver plants Michigan Machine. Rion sent for the ride, gets caught with the elbow. Rion tags out the C-Red. Well, C-Red, a member of a legendary group himself, the Soul Touches. There's a cover, just a 1 count. Alongside Acid Jazz, Trauma, Marche Rocket, and Willie the Bomb Richardson. But you gotta watch out for C-Red. He's always got something up his sleeve. Or something in his trunks, at least. You've seen him use the brass knuckles before. On more than one occasion. He does that here, we might be looking at new trios champions. The double axe from Steve Ahrendt. Off the ropes, there's the spear. But Michigan Machine quickly back to his feet, but gets caught again with another spear. Hooks the leg. Do we have new trios champions too? No! 2.9 kick out from Michigan Machine. Ah, that was a low blow from C-Red. After a rake of the eyes. Speaking of low, there's a testicular claw. A running chop from Rion. And another. Inside cradle, no. Not even a 1 count. I was gonna say, not the legal man. It is Super Slayer Machine. SSM with the submission broken up. Back to the testicular claw. 2, 3, 4. Risking disqualification. Nobody there on the elbow drop. In case you're wondering, it is Super Handsome Machine and Steve Ahrendt. That is who are the legal men in this match. Showing off the 24-inch Python's brother. There's the spear, but Super Handsome Machine is back up. See red. The senton off the top from Super Handsome Machine. SHM tags out the SSM. Double team power bomb by the Super Machines. And a seated drop kick to see red. Back in is Steve Ahrendt. Double team power bomb by the challenger, sets him up for the spear, hooks the leg, one, just a one count. All 6 guys in there. There's the claw again. That's broken up. Back to the claw. Broken up. The cutter on C-Red, but C-Red is back up quickly. Sit out powerbomb, the Axe Bomber from Steve Ahrendt on SSM. SSM gets bowled over there. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Look in his eye. He's hulking up, Jess. Back to the claw. But SHM breaks it up, hits the lariat. In comes the real deal, Rion Skillz. Caught with a Russian leg sweep. Both men down. Both men back up. SHM back to his feet first here. Heads up. Misses the elbow drop. But caught him low that time. Shot to the breadbasket and a tag back to Steve. Ahrendt sent into the referee, Bill Alfonso. That's not good. Hold open for that kick. Deadlift German by SMM. SMM. There we go. I think I said too many M's the first time. SMM. Not SMM. Well, maybe I had it right the first time. Either way, spear. And no effect, cover, no, nothing. Tag. That was a power bomb. And that is the sushi roll. That's what that is. And that's a cover. And that's just a one count. As SMM breaks it up. SHM sends Rion to the floor. Belly to belly by C-Red on SHM. Reverse DDT from C-Red. Irish whip. There's the kitchen sink. But a low blow and a tag. Super Slayer Machine. C-Red. Back and forth. Trading drop kicks. Down goes C-Red again. Half crab. But it's C-Red saved by Steve Ahrendt there. Oh, here we go. Little flip-flop and fly. Bionic elbow, if you will, baby. And we know what usually comes after the bionic elbow is the sushi roll. Think Dusty Rose ever had some sushi in his day? I'm sure that he did. baby. And that's a cover. That's a pin. Oh, cannot take it to the pay window, baby. Just the 2 count. Oh, it's broken up by the Super Machines. Sorry, I went full Dusty Rhodes there. Double team drop kick. Lariat, the senton, the cutter. SHM in fuego. DDT. And a running elbow. Irish whip into the spear. Covers him, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Broken up. And another spear. And another hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. That's it. We got new TGPW Trios champions. Meanwhile, C-Red on the other side clobbered Super Slayer Machine with the brass knuckles. I don't know if you caught that, but we have new Trios champions. Indeed, Steve Ahrendt pins Super Handsome Machine, and we have new TGPW Trios champions. The Power Hour. Steve Ahrendt, Rion, Skillz, and C-Red. Undefeated in Trios action. 6-0, and now your new TGPW Trios champions. We continue. TGPW presents TDS5, Deathmatch Show 5, with this special tag team match. Introducing first team number 1. The Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega. Together, they are the Golden Lovers. And their opponents. The genius of the kick, Katsuhiko Nakajima. And the TGPW champion, Go Shiozaki. Together, they are AXIZ. Fight. Kenny Omega, Katsuhiko Nakajima starting this one off. Tombstone tile driver attempt countered into a tombstone of his own from Kenny by God Omega. Drop toe hold from the Best Bout Machine. Kenny Omega defeating Zack Sabre Jr. in a spot for a TGPW championship shot match a few months ago to earn a match at the TGPW champion, who's in the ring now, Go Shiozaki. In comes Kota Ibushi, a man we haven't seen in quite some time. Golden Trigger from the Golden Lovers. Kota Ibushi. You have to go all the way back in time to 2021 in the TGPW Championship Tournament. The tournament to crown the inaugural TGPW champion, to find the last time that Kota Ibushi wrestled in TGPW. It's been that long, folks. April of 2021. 4 years it's been, and Kota Ibushi is finally back in a TGPW ring, teaming with his best friend and tag team partner, Kenny Omega. And here we are, champion and challenger in the ring together. Obviously a preview of what's to come. Katsuhiko Nakajima, meanwhile, the genius of the kick.
Yeah.
longtime tag team partner and friend of Go Shiozaki and AXIZ. Nakajima with a kick right to the ribs of Kenny Omega. And then the boot caught him coming off the Irish whip. In comes Ibushi. Nakajima with the spinning wheel kick. T3 2024 was the first time we saw Katsuhiko Nakajima when he and Go Shiozaki teamed up against C-Red and Steve Ahrendt. They lost that tag match. Tag Team Madness 2025, they competed in the Tag Team Championship #1 Contender Tournament. They lost that match to Macho Ghost and Sting. Sting defeated Nakajima in a singles match at Position Impossible 2. And that has been the 3 appearances of Nakajima here in TGPW. The neckbreaker, the figure 4 leg lock now from Kenny Omega. So Nakajima 0-1 in singles matches, 0-2 teaming with Shiozaki. So they have not done well as a tag team here in TGPW. This is obviously the first time the Golden Lovers are teaming together in TGPW. As the last time we saw Ibushi, it was in the championship tournament. Omega was also in that tournament. Did not come away with the title. I believe was defeated in the semifinals by Kijimuto, who would go on to win the title. The same Kijimuto that beat Kota Ibushi in the tournament. That's a 2 count. He beat Ibushi in the second round. He beat Jacob Fatu in the quarterfinals. He actually beat Macho Ghost in the semis. And it was Omega that he beat in the finals, actually. So Kenny Omega was a win away from becoming the inaugural TGPW champion. But Muto beat both him and Ibushi on his road to the title. Go Shiozaki defeated Muto to win the title. Years ago now. It's been a very long title reign for Go Shiozaki. Kenny Omega, after a lengthy absence from TGPW, has come back. His mission statement to win that championship. But that's a tombstone piledriver from Nakajima, and the PK standing on his chest with a foot. 1 foot. Just a 1 count. Nakajima a little overconfident, I think, for a guy who hasn't won a match in this company. That seated armbar. The knee from Omega, but a tag to the TGPW champion, Go Shiozaki, who lets out a scream. At Brainbuster, like a fisherman's hooked Brainbuster. Cross-legged Brainbuster by Kenny Omega. Series of reversals. Nice backflip kick there by Ibushi, and the kicks from Kota Ibushi. Speaking of a guy who loves to use kicks, that's Nakajima for you. There's the Brainbuster. Is that it? 1, 2, Kenny. I'm not sure if Ibushi kicked out or if Kenny made the save. Either way, it was a 2.9. And Ibushi is thrown to the floor. Shiozaki out there takes a series of kicks. Here it comes. Golden trigger. And a V trigger. No. One winged angel. Is this it? No, 2.9. How did Nakajima kick out of the one winged angel? He transitioned from the gut wrench into the electric chair into the one winged angel. How he did that, I do not know. I thought he was going for the Dr. Wily bomb, but the way he was able to transition, amazing. The Phoenix splash, but Shiozaki in the ropes. I thought Omega had him there. He had him dead to rights. But credit to Nakajima for kicking out at 2.9. Not many guys can say they kicked out of the one-winged angel. Nakajima showing his toughness. I don't know what Ibushi was trying to do there, but Shiozaki was able to counter. As Omega is tagged back in. Ending switch reversal. Poison Rana. Uh-oh. V-trigger out of the corner. Sets him up perfectly for the one-winged angel. Has he pinned the champion ahead of their title match? He has! Nakajima can't get there in time. Kenny Omega pins the TGPW Go Shiozaki, TGPW champion Go Shiozaki in this tag team match as the Golden Lovers beat AXIZ. And it's now time for our second championship match here tonight. This match is scheduled for one fall and is for the TGPW Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger, Takumi Iroha. And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending TGPW Women's Champion from Thessaloniki, the Megasis, Megan Bayne. The women's title on the line here. Takumi Iroha challenging Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne was going for a finish right away. Iroha quickly countered. Iroha only in her second TGPW match, looking to become the women's champion already. Bayne, this is their third defense of the title. After defeating Great Sakuya, turning back the challenges of Maggie Lee, beating Nyla Rose in a non-title spot for a shot match, and then defending the title successfully against Kid Bandit after Kid Bandit beat her in a spot for a shot match to earn a title shot. But when the title's been on the line so far, Megan Bayne has been victorious, but Iroha has a chance to do something I don't think anyone has done, and that's win a title in just 2 matches here in TGPW. She won a spot for a shot scramble to earn this title shot. Against Bayne. Bayne, not only the women's champion, but also a member of the Slamazons. There's the Scorpion Deathlock. Alongside Camille, Jade Cargill, and Lady C. Ducks under Larry, but gets caught with the super kick. Iroha taking the fight to the champion. Sets the bell. Megan Bayne showing off her power here. Nice counter, though, by Iroha. Something tells me this match ain't going to be long, folks. Senton off the ropes. Uh-oh, here it comes. Running 3. Do we have a new champion already? Cooks the leg. 1, 2. No, 2.9 kick out from Megan Bayne. The Megasis with the tombstone. As Megan Bayne retained. 1, 2, no. Iroha out of 2. Fast and furious this match is. Don't blink. Another running 3. Do we have a new champion? 1, 2, 3. Woo. Another near fall for the challenger. Megan Bayne is in trouble right now. Iroha slaps on the sharpshooter. Megan Bayne too far from the ropes. Bayne not submitting. Oh no, he caught her. Choke slam. And a Samoan drop. Caught her off the ropes. Drives the knee into the spine of Iroha. Iroha in trouble now. Deadlift. No, reversal. German suplex with the bridge. But Bayne too close to the ropes. The presence of mind from Bayne, able to reach out, grab the rope. Deadlift German, this time no rope break. 3! Wow! Takumi Iroha with the statement win and has become the new TGPW Women's Champion. What a victory! Takumi Iroha, your new women's champion. That was a quick one. I told you it wasn't going to be a long match with the pace that these two women were going at it. Unloading the arsenal. And we got a new women's champ. Well, here we go, folks. It's all come down to this. This is the finals of TDS 5, that Deathmatch Show 5 tournament. The crown, the TDS 5 winner. Winner also receives a TGPW Deathmatch Championship match against current champion Abdullah Kobayashi, and quickly Cactus Jack sent into the landmines wrapped in barbed wire. Pagano, Cactus Jack, that is your final. Real quick, Cactus Jack defeated Sabu in the first round. Super Leather in the quarterfinal. And then Bonesaw is ready. Well, he wasn't ready for Cactus Jack because he lost the Cactus Jack in the semifinal. Did Bonesaw McGraw. Pagano, meanwhile, got here by defeating Masashi Takeda in a war of attrition in the first round. Defeated Jason the Terrible in a quarterfinal match. And then knocked off Nick Gage in a hard-fought victory in the semifinal. That is how we've got here. In his previous 2 matches, Pagano has used that choke, which would be illegal in a normal match, but given the nature of these matches being death matches, perfectly legal, Cole, as they would say. And that choke netted him his last 2 victories over Jason the Terrible and Nick Gage. Nick Gage gave it his all, trying to make it to the final, trying to win his first TDS in 5 attempts. But back to the drawing board. Air raid crash by Pagano. And a second. Cover 1, 2, no. Cactus Jack with the snap suplex. Wearing him out with that sledgehammer. Brainbuster by Cactus. But a backdrop suplex by Pagano. With the face paint, it's hard to tell if Pagano is bleeding or not, but I don't think he is. Cactus Jack is definitely bleeding. And that's an air raid crash. And that's another. As Pagano won the tournament. 2.9 kick out from Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack taking a lot of punishment here. He's got to get back in this match if he wants to win this tournament. Pagano just unloading the arsenal here. Swinging neckbreaker by Cactus. Clobbers him with that board. The broken piece of a table, I guess. Very, very breaky indeed. There's a cover 2. No. Series of chops from Pagano. Has Cactus Jack reeling, but Cactus fighting back. Suplex, no, brainbuster. I thought he was going to try to suplex him to the outside into those landmines. Russian leg sweep by Jack. Cactus finally has Pagano on the ropes here, proverbially. A running neckbreaker drop by Pagano, the kick. But there's the double arm DDT from Cactus. Covered 2. No. Thought he might have got him with the double arm DDT. But only gets a 2 count there. Sledgehammer to the back of the head. Tried to hit him in the face with it. Back to that sledgehammer. There's a low blow from Pagano. The final cut, but picks him up. This punches him right in the face. Closed fist punch, doesn't matter. Brainbuster from Cactus Jack. Cactus returns the favor. That's what we call a receipt in the wrestling business. Punches Pagano in the jaw. Running neckbreaker drop, but Cactus Jack is the first one to his feet. Shot to the midsection, the leg drop from Pagano. Cactus back up though, double arm DDT. Has he done a cover? 1, 2, 3, no, 2.9. I thought he had him. Less than a second away from a winner. TDS 5 winner. Oh, both men collide. Cactus Jack has taken a lot of punishment in this match. Sling blade by Pagano. Goes for a powerbomb maybe, but no, there he goes into the landmines. Back drop, he drops him to the floor into the landmines. Covered in barbed wire on that side of the ring. All 4 sides of the ring surrounded with those landmines wrapped in barbed wire. It's danger everywhere you look. Corners, of course, have those boards with light tubes on them. These little Irish whip the other guy into those light tubes. We've also seen people pull the light tubes off of the board, and that's it. Pagano once again raining down punches. Cactus trying to cover up but can't do anything about it. The referee calls for the match, and Pagano has won the tournament. The mount punches from Pagano, and we have a new TDS winner, TDS 5 winner, is the Extremo Payaso Pagano. There you see it. Your winner of TDS 5 is Pagano. Pagano defeating Masashi Takeda in the first round. Jason the Terrible in the quarterfinal. And then Nick Gage in the semifinal, and then Cactus Jack in the final. It was the mount punches that were the difference for Pagano through the remainder of the tournament after he pinned Takeda in the first round. He used those mount punches to get past Jason the Terrible and Nick Gage, and also to beat Cactus Jack and basically beat them into submission, as the referee was powerless to stop the match, as no disqualification. The only thing the referee could do is award the victory to Pagano, as Cactus Jack had no way to defend himself anymore. But a valiant effort from Cactus Jack, unfortunately, comes up short. Pagano is your winner. He wins the TDS5, that Deathmatch Show 5 tournament, and has earned a TGPW Deathmatch championship shot against current champion Abdullah Kobayashi. And that wraps up TDS5, that Deathmatch Show 5. Thank you so much for watching. You have been watching TGPW, the Guerilla Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I have been your host, Nick Swinky. And we will see you guys on the next one.